Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 3 of teaswifty Plays Doki Doki Literature Club. We're starting off here this episode by reading our second poems we made for the Literature Club. So let's hop on in. Usually we like to read the poems to the person in descending order. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We've been recently having some moments with Natsuki, and we did originally write the poem to kind of appeal to Natsuki, so we should definitely start off by reading said poem with Natsuki first. So let's hop on in and do that. ... I can't come up with anything other than ... Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Question mark? Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. Yeah, Natsuki. You're now just getting it. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then, the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Oh no. She ran away. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Swifty, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? She gets it. I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Swifty? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. She pops the pose. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Swifty wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Oh, see. Okay. Natsuki's already taking ownership of the poem because she knows I wrote it for her. So, it's good. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Swifty is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. She, knows... The way Monika popped up, she, knows what Natsuki's doing. That's hilarious. What? Why are you looking at me like that? She's got that... Look at her. She knows what's going on. I love it. Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Swifty is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Well, technically, Yuri also hasn't read it either. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. She wants it so badly. I love it. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. That's not fair. This is my only copy. That's not fair at all. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? See, I like this, confident Natsuki, you know? At least she gives off that air of confidence. She might not actually be that confident, but she gives off this air of confidence, and she has that playful banter, and I like that. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. So Monika already read it, so let's read hers again. Or let's read hers, not again, but for the first time. Hi again, Swifty. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. Aw, that's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Okay, that's a cry for help right away. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. There's a lot of blank space here. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Yeah, I noticed. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Strikes a pose, ready? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I'm going to keep separate save files from now on because I was just kind of overriding the one previously, but now I'm going to do separate ones. Oh, I like this one, Swifty. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Sayori's great. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you meant, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Swifty. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. That was a little mean. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, only one remains. Ah, is it my turn? Yeah, let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Swifty. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? See, she picked up on it. She picked up on it, folks! She picked up on it. She knows the jig is up. The jig is up. She knows we want Natsuki. Jig is up. Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Okay. I see what she's doing here. And on one hand, I'm like pissed because she thinks that I don't respect her writing or that I don't find inspiration in her writing or stuff like that, which is not accurate. But on the other hand, I feel bad for her because she doesn't think those things. So, I mean, I appreciate Yuri a lot. Yuri, I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. I see, this is exactly. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, If I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. No, she's devaluing herself, and that... Well, at the same time, she's actually not. She's devaluing herself, but also finding value in herself for herself, which is also very important. So, whatever, who am I? Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. So after Sayori's poem, I think I've come to the conclusion that I'm done reading the poems in funny voices, just because the poems are becoming more and more important, I think, to the story. At least that's from what I'm gathering, especially given the way that Natsuki reacted after I read her poem. So I'm just going to read them normally to hope if I can better understand them. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. And I feed myself again. Okay. This game is getting heavy. Oh my gosh. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh. That's funny. Question mark. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, very interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. This is gonna get less jokey, I can tell. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. we're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah? We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. She looks like very sad. Natsuki looks like pissed. Sayori is like oblivious, like I have a poster. And Monika's like shocked. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Natsuki's doing her stance where she's like holding her arms crossed, and Yuri's got her hair in her hands. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but ... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... She still looks very timid, very scared. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, I hope that's not okay. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. That is just so classic, Monika. Ugh, so perfect. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. How can you not? Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. Look at her. Look how cute she is. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Yuri. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri Anxiously Glances at Each of Us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, She's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. Oh, look how nervous she looks. She's got the tear, she's got the quivering mouth. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Yeah, you go, Yuri, yeah. Great job. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Oh, sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easy? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Look at a big bow. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Swifty liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everybody. Oh, she's doing the hand thing! What the hell is this hand? I love it. I love the hand thing. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Monika, you're asking for a whole lot here. Now they have to perform it in front of people. Now it has to be the most challenging poem that they have to perform in front of somebody. What do you want, Monika? Goodness gracious. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Swifty. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Now, Natsuki, you are a very good writer. I love your writing. I think it's nice. I think it's excellent. Wonderful. Might as well let Swifty lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to go. Holy cow. Hold up. I just said that you are good. I hate this sucks. Why do I have to like the girl that's mean to me? This is ridiculous. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Everyone has their eyes on me. And this mean one over here, still love you, Natsuki. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're not presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Oh, we're her friends. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all of you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let everyone know ahead of time that you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Look at the stance. She does the stance. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. You can do this, Yuri. And look, she's got her hands in the hair again, looking to the side, looking all cute. All right, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Swifty. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it has only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Look at her eyes. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, oh, she looks like she's embarrassed. Sayori fumbles over her words. So let's just say one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, alright, so if I'm answering this honestly, as a person in the game that would have a crush on Natsuki, I'd probably want to walk home with Natsuki. But if I'm playing the game as someone who wouldn't want to hurt my friend's feelings, I'd say I would still walk home with Sayori. Dang. Okay. I've played the whole game up to this point, just trying to impress Natsuki. I'm not going to change. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Oof. That's sad. I think I maybe picked the wrong thing. Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I wonder if I should have saved right before answering that question, because that kind of was like Monika's tip. Dang. Alright, so since we did that last thing to make Natsuki happy, let's just keep going down this road, and that's kind of how we'll play this game. So let's try to pick things that Natsuki would find to be enjoyable. Play, unending, landscape, clouds, massacre, comfort, explode, shame, spinning, or vanilla. She liked clouds last time. Horror, cute, heart, fireworks, infallible, despise, charm, effulgent, anger, and tears. Heart. Oh, that was Sayori. Games, raindrops, imagination, smile, kiss, precious, time, puppy, special, and disarray. She liked kiss last time. Sparkle, vivacious, universe, wrath, unrequited, pleasure, empty, nature, kawaii, bouncy. Vacation, sunset, kitty, you know the rules. Pure, after image, analysis, disown, flower, twirl, color, pink, daydream, and fluffy, pink. Whirlwind, treasure, hopeless, disoriented, flee, incongruent, milk, bunny, determination, or tragedy, bunny. Dark, pain, contamination, anxiety, melody, frightening, warm, jumpy, bubbles, or covet, bubbles. Lollipop, romance, ribbon, ambient, swimsuit, playground, marshmallow, chocolate, vivid, email. Atone, essence, starscape, poof, embrace, anime, fear, death, childhood, silly, anime. Shopping, promise, skipping, candy, depression, agonizing, entropy, cheeks, judgment, or crimson. Vertigo, graveyard, friends, portrait, existence, variance, misfortune, socks, cry, hop. Destiny, extraordinary, desire, whistle, dazzle, laugh, forgive, defeat, climax, or alone. Oh man. Love, vibrant, suicide, bed, extreme, bliss, peaceful, amazing, shiny, or intellectual. Cage, meager, together, sugar, fester, sunny, lipstick, headphones, strawberry, or calm. Adventure, sadness, inferno, tenacious, heaven sent, grief, mouse, fireflies, infinite, boop. Sensation, cheer, melancholy, hurt, fickle, beauty, rainbow, peace, awesome, or lucky. Uncanny, journey, marriage, electricity, party, feather, wonderful, nibble, ocean, or uncontrollable. Misery, unstable, captive, family, giggle, insight, heartbeat, waterfall, hope, and clumsy. Music, skirt, dance, dream, nightgown, passion, eternity, happiness, question, or summer. So I think I had 4 Sayoris and the rest of them were Natsukis. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, I don't know about that. That sounds a little fishy. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out for the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they always have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Seriously, Monika, do you not like squid? Seriously? You should like squid. Squid's great. You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika.
Ika.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? I've been saying Monika's... Hold up, these last couple of sentences I've been saying in Natsuki's voice, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Uh-huh. Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Sayori, what's up? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. No, I should pay more attention. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Swifty! What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. She does. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. She's like totally different. What are you talking about, Monika? Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Yeah, exactly. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Swifty. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Whoa. Oh, man. Okay, Monika. All right. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Swifty. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Yeah, but you're always around her when you notice those things. You're so funny, Swifty. Have you thought that maybe you'd always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I just said that, so. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks around the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Hey, you. I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. She looks embarrassed. I was just. Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Oh. Damn it. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. Well, Natsuki, I really like you, but sometimes you act like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Ow. Natsuki exhales. Yeah, you don't have to be a little jealous. Come on. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. See, this is rough because while her advice is good, I almost feel like it's coming from a place of jealousy. These characters are getting to me. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get this started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of my Doki Doki Literature Club Let's Play here on RAZZLE, and I'm definitely getting into this game a lot more, so please continue to come back here and check out these Let's Plays, because I'm having a blast making them, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. Make sure to come back here to RAZZLE for all of our other content. Make sure to come back on Wednesdays for RAZZLEcast, the RAZZLE podcast that we put out every week, where we talk about a bunch of different topics with myself, Alan Havens, Ryan Havens, and any guests that we would have onto the show. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at IamMauer. Follow RAZZLE on Twitter at RAZZLeReview. All of these links will be in the description box down below. So thank you for coming, and as always, I'll catch you here next time. Have a great day.